Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Wrestling Prime, the classic, I guess you could say, classic Prime, or I don't know. I don't know what you can call it, but just don't call it anything else other than Wrestling Prime. I am your host, the Bowden Broadcasting, Tom Dog, right there. And yeah, we are having, yeah, right there. I don't know. I'm excited. This was a good Money in the Bank, and Money in the Bank, always never seems to disappoint. And tonight was no different. And I thought it was going to suck and everything. I mean, it was decent. I'm not going to say that I'm not going to say that it wasn't and everything like that. But I mean, it was very decent. So yeah, so we're going to be talking about that later on in the show. We're also going to be talking after we do the my plugs and everything, like my plugs and everything. We're going to be talking about Triple A and WWE's World Collide. This was a good that was a good one. So I did miss some matches, but I'm going to go back and watch them later. And but yeah, from what I saw, it was a good show. And so yeah, we're going to be talking about that. We're not going to run down through the whole thing because it's getting late and everything like that. I do want to mention a. I didn't get a chance. Didn't. I forgot to do this. I have to do this. It's very important that I do this. And if I don't do this, I'm going to kick myself in the pants. So I think that's the right one. Let me see. Yep. Okay. All right, so I can exit out this window. Okay. So yeah. All right. So um let's add that banner. There we go. Okay. All righty. So um so yeah, I had to throw in another locker room code. I'm going to be doing a video on it real soon, and so yeah, be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, I'm going to post in that video. I'll do that video um maybe after this episode, or tomorrow. I haven't debated yet. So when it's up, it's up. I did put the predictions episode a little late because I was extremely busy. So yeah. So yeah, I was extremely busy. So I was a little late uploading that video. So everything's going to be out of whack. So okay. So yeah, so before we get into tonight's festivities, just want to know this episode is brought to you by Dubby Energy. And what is Dubby Energy? It's an energy supplement that has no sugar, no artificial colors, flavors, or dyes, and zero chances of you laying down for anybody. So if you don't want to get that want to get counted out or get the pinfall or get knocked out or whatever, it is that you're saying don't lay down for anybody. Get the best with W Energy, and that is going to w.gg and using that promo code Brill at the checkout, the code right there that you see on your screen. Use that promo code and you will save 10% on your purchase on anything in the store. It's good. It's wonderful. It's not this. so so yeah, I'm changing it up a little bit because I I saw this at Five Below. I wanted to get it and I got it and it's pretty good. But it's been out for quite some time. So it's I can't review it so because it's technically an old product. I think it came out like a couple years ago. Like or no, like either a couple years ago or a few years ago. I forgot which. But it's been around. It's been around a lot, but it is actually pretty good. So, and I do like Death Wish coffee. It is very good. Fortunately, it's a little expensive. So yeah, and I also went and picked up one of these things too. It's really good. So another product that um that's pretty old and everything. So yeah, I'm not gonna review that. It's just orange soda. That's all it is. So nothing to really go home about. But you want to go get the best, and the best is at W Energy. You go to that website that you see on your screen. Use that promo code Brill and big beautiful caps. You'll love that, and you'll save 10% on your purchase. And it is hot as hell, and the weather's been crazy. So yeah, but this, but the but W, one drink of this, and you'll feel energized. You'll feel hydrated. You'll feel excellent. You go to w.gg, use that promo code that you see on the screen, 10% on your purchase. So yeah. So there you go. So okay, so before we get these reviews out of the way, I just want to let everybody know that there's a new there's a new locker room code out. I'm doing this on here, but I am going to do the actual video of it, and I'm gonna be doing that, like I said, soon. If not tonight, I will do it tomorrow, and we're gonna have a good time with that. And 2K25, the locker room code is IGNL1VE2K25. So it's IGN Live 2K25. But the I is a 1, and you put that in, you get a Sinister pack. And so yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna unlock that. I'm gonna unlock that tonight. I'm gonna do that and everything like that, and we'll open up that pack on the video as well too. So yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that. And so we'll see. See. I also gotta check to see when my daily login is for the week. I think I get another Fierce pack. Um, so if not tonight, then I'm pretty sure it's tomorrow. So I think I have 2 more days left to go um, on that. So yeah. So I'm having a good time. I'm still having a good time from Thursday night. So yeah, I had a blast and everything. Shout out again to the Telephone Terrorists for hanging out on that show. That was awesome. And so yeah. Okay. So now let's get to to the even more fun stuff, and that is we're going to be reviewing, we're going to review Worlds Collide. This was a really good event. I guess you could say it was a premium live event because this event happened on YouTube. It was exclusive to YouTube. So everybody got a chance to watch it for free, and what a way to promote that. So yeah, this was a good idea. So definitely really good. It was a collaboration between WWE and AAA after WWE acquired AAA. So yeah, it's going to be a really good. It's going to be a pretty good show. So got some good matches, and the Latino World Order and Lince Dorado um, opened up the show, and they went up against Octagon Junior, Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana. And this match I did not see. The winners. So I'm not going to give out any ratings to to the matches that I didn't to any of the matches because I pretty much only saw one match, and it was the main event. And oh, so the winners of the match was um, Octagon, Aerostar, and Mr. Iguana. And so yeah. And then after the match, um, um, Dirty Dom issued a challenge to Octagon, and match became official for Money in the Bank. And we'll talk about that match later on. See how it holds up. Up next, Stephanie Vacour and Lola Vice taking on Chick Tormenta and Dallas. So yeah. Um, Matt, Stephanie Vacour and Lola Vice won the match. Um, so Legado del Fantasma went up against El Hijo de Junior, de El Hijo, El Hijo de Dr. Wagner, Pagano, and Psycho Clown. And and the winner of that match was Legado del Fantasma. This match I did see, and it was a pretty good match. Ethan Page defending his NXT North American Championship against Javon Evans, Ray Phoenix, and Laredo Kid. And Ethan Page won that match. And in the main event, El Hijo del Vaquino defends his AAA Mega Championship against Chad Gable. And Vikingo retains the title. That was actually a very good match. I was actually impressed by that match. So, um, but yeah, it was very good. From what I saw, it was a very good show. A lot of people were very impressed by the match and everything like that. Um, so yeah, very good. And so yeah, um, if anybody saw that show, let me know what you thought about it, and we'll talk about it. Even while we're going to be talking about our Money in the Bank review. So it was in Los Angeles, as you saw, and yeah. So the as far as the graphics go, as far as the graphic goes, I had a hard bear with me because I couldn't get the you'll see what I'm talking about. Um, so yeah. Um, with that being said, the opening match was the was the um was the women's. I am like spacing out right now. Um, it was the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. Stephanie Vacour pulling double duty tonight. Naomi, Mommy, Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss. Wasn't talking to you. Bliss. A Bliss. And Roxanne Perez and Julia. So yeah, that was a very really good opener. Um Nothing really to talk about in this match. It was pretty much every how every Money in the Bank ladder match goes and everything like that. Very brutal. One cool spot was Stephanie Vacour um doing that little um doing that little spot that she likes to do. That little spot that she likes to do. Um, yeah, that was actually pretty good. And yeah, that was actually really really good. And so that was a really cool moment there. Um, even though it was on the wrong person and not um like Perez or excuse me, or Naomi, but it was still a very good opener. Naomi has become Miss Money in the Bank, and she is now. So yeah, I got to go on. So yeah, I'll be going on there as well to take care of that. So yeah, she's in the Money in the Bank winner. She's the Miss Money in the Bank for 2025, and I give the match an A, a solid A. So um, up next is the Intercontinental Championship. Dirty Dom Mysterio defends his IC belt against Octagon Jr. As I mentioned before in the AAA review, Dirty Dom called out Octagon and pretty much pretty much caused trouble. But Adam Pearce made it official, and we got to see Dirty Dom defend his belt against Octagon. This was a pretty quick match. A kind of match that you would type. It kind of felt, to me, it kind of felt like a Raw match. Um, Not many cool spots to talk about, but it was still it still was a really good match. But it was just underwhelming because it was last minute and this match was really quick. And so yeah, the match I have to give this a C plus. Dirty Dom retains, by the way. So so um oh. Up next, we have the Women's Intercontinental Belt as Lyra Valkyria defends her women's IC belt against Becky Lynch, the man, and that was a really good match. Um, this was a fairly decent match. Um, a nice slow pacing match. It was you know nice affair. Type of relaxation match that you would see if if this match was basically like after after like the opener or any other match on the cards. Maybe if they switched the Mysterio Octagon match with this one, I, this match would have been should have been match number two, because this match was better than in the men's IC title match. And but yeah, it was really good and everything. Um, but yeah, Becky Lynch becomes the new women's IC championship champion, and I guess there was a spot where um, I guess there was a spot where um, whoever wins, the loser has to raise the hand and everything like that, and Becky went overboard with that, and it's like her, so she got like her ego, but still congratulations to her. I'm still going to give her that respect and everything. And but yeah, I give the match a solid B. It was a solid B match. Okay. Up next was the men's ladder match. We have Andrade, Seth Rollins, LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, Pentagon, and Americana El Grande. El Grande Americana. And so um but yeah, it was so yeah, that was a pretty crazy match and everything like that. Very actually a very good match. Way to close this it was really a really good match. and everybody was, all over the place. And this was you know, pretty good. It was still um, it still was a match that, um, you know, with all, there was a lot of like a lot of run-ins in this match. We had, I mean, we seen, um, I'm pretty much calling them, Seth Rollins' group as the Dangerous Alliance, and I'm calling that, uh, even though even though they're probably going to be calling us something else and everything like that. But to me, it's going to be the Dangerous Alliance because this was, um, I do have to look up a name though um, because okay. So there was a lot of run-ins, as I said, with you know the Dangerous Alliance, as well as um, Jacob Fatu and JC Mateo. They showed up and everything, and it looked like Jacob was going to help Solo recover retrieve the briefcase, but um, Jacob took him out because the other night on SmackDown, Solo was talking smack to about um about Jacob Fatu, and Jacob was off to the side there a little bit, without Solo noticing and everything. And Solo, after hearing that, was pretty pissed off. So, so yeah. Um, and he took Solo out and pretty much said, "Solo, I hate you, Solo," and took him out. So yeah, babyface push right there. Watch out. Watch out because we're gonna see Jacob and Solo go at it, and it's gonna be a match that you're going to love. And my ear is itchy. So yeah. And I got a haircut, so there's no excuse why I have to have there's no reason for me to have my hair itchy. It's just other than the fact that I guess there was something crawling in my ear, or a piece of hair was like going at it. There we go. Okay, now I feel better. But I had a little distraction there. And so yeah, finishers were out in effect and everything. Um, Seth Rollins captured the victory and everything, took advantage of everything else, and won the match. And he is now Mr. Money in the Bank of 2025. So congratulations to Seth freaking Rollins, and I give this match a solid A. And now the main event. That we all been waiting for. Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso taking on John Cena and Logan Paul. And I'm going to say right off the bat that um, Logan Paul did not use any brass knuckles in this match. I want to say that again. I want to repeat that. Logan Paul did not grab any brass knuckles in this match. He something is there something falling in my ear? I think it's a piece of hair, but I want to say that it was a piece of hair, but I don't want to say that it was earwax. I don't know. I mean, I clean my ears. I do clean my ears, but sometimes I've been doing that. I've been cleaning my ears a lot lately. A lot of wax buildup. But anywho, I will say that I will give Logan Paul credit that he did not use any brass knuckles. Now, does that change my mind about him as far as that? No, because I still hate his guts. And anybody can, hey, listen, I have nothing against anybody who does like Logan Paul, but for me, on a personal level, I don't like him, and I've said it many times over. So, but I'm not going to bore anybody with that. You can pretty much watch what I said about him last week, or during my Saturday night's main event review, and I think it was last week I did that. I don't know, but I did say it on some week, but yeah, I I laced it to one thick, and so I didn't really complain because no titles were on the line, and just gave everybody a nice little break because defending, and plus also Jey Uso is going to be defending the title against Gunther, that ain't General, on Monday. So yeah, um, it's going to be pretty crazy. um, so yeah, this is gonna be a really good. But yeah, I was actually impressed by this match. But Logan Paul, he still gets my F grade, and yeah, I'm always going to be, be calling it like that because I have no respect for Logan Paul. I really don't. Just because he, you know, and listen, I know that he's a heel in the business. I get it. I understand that. That's not what I'm talking about. But his personal life tells a different story about him, and that's the kind I don't like because um he's literally a jerk in real life. So um but I was very impressed by this match, especially the ending, because out from nowhere near the end of the match, it looked like John Cena was about to win the match after a lot of chaos from the outside between with a nice moonsault by Logan Paul. I will give him credit which credit is due, and so yeah, that was a pretty good spot, and landing on the announce table and springboard moonsault. I mean, so yeah, he did a pretty good job there, and so yeah, um, but with all that commotion, nobody saw a mysterious figure come into the ring and attack John Cena, and after he took off the mask and hood, it turned out to be R-Truth, or as what they're saying, it's Ron Killings. I so so I was watching the post show, and I went nuts when R-Truth was back, but come to find out he is not he's no longer R-Truth, he's Ron Killings. So I guess what was going on, I guess what we're coming from this is that he is no longer R-Truth moving forward. He's going to be known at, he's going to his real name as Ron Killings, uh, former NWA champion. And so yeah, um, really took it to John Cena, and this is going to be something unique because um, no more no more R-Truth. So I guess what we can come from this is that R-Truth, when he posted that his that he was leaving, um when he announced it on the first, he pretty much said that you know R-Truth is no more and everything like that, um is leaving. And I guess you could say that it was true, just from a different point of view. And so I guess he was saying, guess he was saying that R-Truth is no longer with us. Now get ready for Ron Killings. So yes, I'm actually going to see if that name is embedded into the WWE. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff I'm going to be doing. So yeah, I think maybe I am going to do this that video tomorrow because there's so much to do, so much to do. But yeah, this I get. This was a. We thought that R-Truth was going to be released. Technically, it's true because what we got was Ron Killings, and there's if you go to um the WWE website, or not the website, their social media page. Hello, Carmen Electra. um, they actually have. I'm gonna actually put it. I'm actually gonna show you that I'm not fooling here. That is what we. That is what is on the WWE website right now, or the WWE social media page on X. And yeah, that is what we see is Ron Killings. So yeah, so goodbye R-Truth. Hello Ron Killings. That is what we saw. And I was like, okay. And the post match interview. I know I didn't do I'm going to get to the rating in a minute. Um, Triple H answer that question, because I know we're gonna find out what happened. You know, well, how did this come about? Someone asked how it all came about, and Triple H said, pretty much said, "Did you enjoy the show?" There you go. So technically, I'm seeing it as it was a work, and yeah. So this was the best kept secret between Saturday night's main event till now. And when R-Truth posted on social media that he was released from the company, everybody was pissed, including I. I talked about it, and this it got everybody talking, especially the next night on Raw. The next night, on the next night on Raw, everybody was like, "We want R-Truth, R-Truth." Pretty much taking over the show and saying, pretty much, doing the chants and everything like that. And everybody in social media, even some of the guys, you know, are, Ron's fellow colleagues and everything, went and gone and, shown their feelings about the matter and everything like that. And it obviously worked, because everybody, and like, nobody leaked out information that, oh, this is a work and everything like that. Nobody. This was a best kept secret. And this was the ultimate swerve. No offense to Swerve Strickland, but still, this was the ultimate swerve. Ultimate twist, I guess you could say. So yeah, this was a very good moment that, it definitely tops Mark Henry's retirement and taking out John Cena. Why does John Cena always fall for that? You ever notice that? Ever notice that? That John Cena, this is the second time that a wrestler has faked a release or a retirement on John Cena. So yeah, I'm counting it. I'm counting it. I think there was like another time, because they tried to do it one other time, but this but I do remember Mark Henry cashing in on that. He said he was going to retire, and he was wearing the salmon suit, which, I'm sorry, he looked real good. I'm not gonna lie, Mark Henry did look stylish in that salmon colored suit. So yeah, it was really good. And and then John Cena was the first to wish him well and everything like that. And sure enough, Mark Henry took advantage of the situation and blindsided him. And then again with R-Truth, saying that he's leaving, that he was released. Oh, excuse me. That he was released, and then all of a sudden he just takes and then sure enough he shows up on Money in the Bank and takes out John Cena. So yeah, I get, so yeah, I'm calling it. This was another cash in on John Cena's expense. So yeah, I thought that this was really good. I thought that that was a good move, and it got people talking. It got people talking. So yeah. So yeah, I got to give this a rating. I got to give this a rating. So yeah, the match itself, A plus. This was a really good match. I was not disappointed in this match, but of course, I do have to give Logan Paul that special grade, and it's always going to be the F minus. Sorry, sorry for all you Logan fans out there, but I'm not sorry. So you can call me a Mark, but in reality, I'm Tom Dog. I'm an idiot. But yeah, this was a. Oh, okay. Got a little bit worried. I thought I had to switch the show into Channel X there for a minute, but okay. So, but yeah, the match, like I said, A plus, and the Logan Paul grade will always get the F minus. That's just he's got to. It's like one match without the brass knuckles isn't going to convince me that I'm impressed, because I still think he's an asshole. So he's got to start changing his attitude. That's all I got to say. Now I'm not talking about his attitude in the ring. He can still be that heel, but still at the same. But when it comes to his personal life, tells a different story, and I pretty much don't like it. So, um, so yeah, so yeah, overall grade for this for Money in the Bank is B plus. Match in the night, as I said, was of course the tag team main event. That was a very good match, and so yeah, that got my approval. Uh, the weather doesn't seem to understand its role, so yeah. So yeah, my apologies for blowing my nose. So yeah, worst match of the night has to go to Mysterio and Octagon. Um, it was just underwhelming, as I said. Um, and of course, Ron Killing, R-Truth back. He's back as Ron Killings. I think that was an absolute moment of the night. So yeah, it was very good. And so yeah. So on to the next show, whenever that is. But yeah, we got some events going on in July. I know there's Saturday night's main event in July as well. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then of course summer getting ready for SummerSlam, and yeah, so yeah, that's going to be um my good one, because it's going to be the 2 night event, and one of those nights is going to land on my birthday. So yeah, I'm happy for it. So we'll see what birthday match I'm going to call, and hope it cashes in on my birthday. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Anywho, um, so yeah, this was a really good show. I mean, I'm not talking about this one. This is always going to be a good show, but I'm talking about the Money in the Bank pay per view. That was a good show, or the premium live event, as they like to call it now, which makes sense because they're not on pay per view anymore. But nonetheless, it was I thought it was really good. But what did you think? Let us know um, either in the chat or before I leave. I'll leave it over to some questions and stuff like that. So yeah, don't be shy. Say hi. Acknowledge your boat. So, but anywho, I guess if there's no questions or comments, I guess I can call it a night. So thank you all so much for tuning in. Um, so yeah, be sure to follow me on Blue Sky at TomDog247, and be sure to follow me on Blue Sky at TomDog247. If you missed any of tonight's episode, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Samoan Spike the like if you like it. Comment down below what you think of Worlds Collide as well as Money in the Bank. Were your predictions correct? Let us know. And so yeah, we'll have fun. Excuse me. And so yeah, let us know in the comment section down below. And ring the bell to stay notified of what I'm going to be doing next. And be sure to support small streamers like myself by doing the most important thing that you could do for us small streamers like myself, and that is acknowledge the subscribe button. We will see you all here next. Actually, no. I forgot to mention this on Channel X. Next week, I am preempting both Wrestling Prime and Wrestling Prime Elite to do my annual gaming event that I love doing since 2021. So it's our 4th year doing it. It is the Channel X Gamers Week. So we are so yeah, all next week from Monday to Friday we're going to be talking about video games. A lot of cool stuff that's coming in for all consoles and everything. So yeah, we're going to be talking about that. And so yeah, be on the lookout for that. It's going to be really, really good. We're going to have fun. You're going to have fun. We're all going to have fun. So yeah, we're taking a break from Wrestling Prime, from both Wrestling Prime shows, both Elite and this classic one here, and the original. And so yeah, um, so in 2 weeks we'll be back in full swing, and we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. So yeah, so all next from Monday to Friday next week we're going to be taking over. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. Um, so with that being said, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you. Well, I'll be back here in 2 weeks with another episode of Wrestling Prime, and but yeah, but we'll see you Monday for Channel X Gamers Week. Until then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace. Have a good night, everybody. See you on Monday.